Hey everybody, it's Kay, and I'm here today with my Boxycharm by Ipsy for October 2025. Here's what it looks like. And I got both boxes. I get two boxes. One turns into the icon box, and the other one stays a Boxycharm because I like the Boxycharm box each month as well. So anyway, here is the first of the two boxes, and I would consider this my main box. I do get add-ons in both of them, but this is going to be the one that has a little bit more. So I paid $36.03 for the 5 items, and then $15.90 for a boost. And so I paid $51.93 for 6 items. So let's see what we got in there. Now, they choose 2 items, and I get to choose 3. So the first item they chose for me is the Rena Rebelde highlighting stick. It has a little butterfly. I like that. And I did get this actually, and there's the inside. I got this in one of the mystery bags, and so this is that one. So I'm not opening the one that came in here today. So this is what it looks like. And it does seem like a nice product. And there is what it looks like on the skin. And you can just shear it out there. Okay. So it's a nice highlighter, I think. So I like it, and I'm happy. You know, it's a nice choice for me. So this is a $23 product. Okay. So the next item they chose for me, and the box is one of those gold boxes. This is by Galactic and it has little fingerprints on it. This is a foundation. It is a tint, 2-in-1 luminous tint foundation. There it is, and those are flowers. They're not smudges. I have the shade F2, and I do think this is a good shade for me. To get little fingerprints on the top of it here. This is the shade. Okay, I do have this on today. I did use a primer as well. It has a pump, looks like this. We're going to put just a little bit out. We're actually going to put it right in this area. This is actually, well, right here. This is more like my face right in here. Okay. So I think that is a pretty good color for me. Now it is a teeny bit on the yellow side, but not too much. So I am happy to have this. I'm glad that the color worked out well for me. So there it is. So this product is a $32 product. Okay? So then I get to choose the next 3 items. So in category 1, I could have gotten a Makeup Forever lipstick, Sonage Tulsi Soothing Clay Mask, Dermalect Rapid Repair Oil. There was the choice of 2 Rare Beauty Pinch blushes. And so I chose the Encourage by Rare Beauty. Okay. And look at that writing. That is so small. But anyway, there's the outside of it. Okay. So let's look at it. Now, I will tell you, I do have this on today. And it takes very, very little of this. And here's the color. It's sort of a mauve color. I think they just said it was a soft, I think it's it's supposed to be a little bit of a rose color. But anyway, there's what the applicator looks like. And I tried it when I initially got it, putting it actually on my cheek. And that is not the thing to do because it really only takes this much for both cheeks. So the best thing to do is to just dot it on and then get a brush or shear it out. And there's what it looks like. Okay. So it is a very, I think it's a pretty color, but it takes so little. It really does. So we're going to go ahead and there's the color a little bit more. Okay, see how it, see how much color there is on that. So there just really isn't the need to do too much at all. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get that off of there. I like it. I think it will last me forever because it takes so little. There's the product. Okay. So in the second category, I could have chosen a NARS cream eyeshadow stick. They just didn't have a color I liked with that. The Lovecraft Kajal eyeliner. The Milk Kush lip oil. The Commodity Milk fragrance in bold. The Viseart setting powder, or the Lunar Beauty bronzing sculpt stick. And so I chose this sculpting stick by Lunar Beauty here. Okay. This is in the shade Light Sky. There it is. Sort of hard to see. There it is. And I did use this today. Now, I am still working with and figuring out how to use contour sticks or contour products. Now, I think some people were concerned that it was so light, but that really doesn't bother me. There it is. And I put a little bit underneath here. I'm not going to do any more of it now. And I put a little bit up in here at the hairline, and I like it because it's subtle and it has a nice feel to it. And I read in the instructions too that it wouldn't mess up your makeup. So there it is. Okay. So if you think about it though, that's more like the color of my face there. So I don't think it needs to be really dark. And I think that they chose the right shade for me to choose. So I'm happy with it. I'm going to continue to play with it. Okay, that is a $25 product. The Rare Beauty blush was also a $25 product. Okay, so in category 3, I could have chosen the REM, like it was a lip gloss, Ace Beauté setting spray, the Milk Pore Eclipse primer, a refreshment razor, just eczema eyeshadow brushes, or the Glow Girl Blur primer. And I chose the Glow Girl primer. Now, this is actually available in the shop right now for $7. And the Lunar Beauty is also available in the shop too for probably about that. So this is a $35 product is what it would be at retail. Now, I did try this earlier today, and I don't have it on now. I used a different primer, but it actually, you can use it as a primer, or you can actually use it by itself. So the shade that I got is called Light, and I think that is a good shade for me. We're going to put a little bit out here, and we're going to see what it looks like. We're going to put it again on the inside here. Now, you don't need a lot of it. Okay, there's what it looks like. Okay, so that, and I'll put it up here too. We can look at it there as well. You see the difference in the color? Okay, so it feels good. It's a shade that works for me. Most primers are not tinted, but this one is. So is there any more that it says about it? Whipped Radiance Blur Primer, Fair Light. Okay, well, I like it. I'm going to enjoy it. So that's a good one for me. So those 5 products were $140. Okay, so the boost I got is by Drunk Elephant. It is the C Tango Multivitamin Eye Cream. And I did use this today. Isn't it pretty? And look at it on the inside. Okay, and then to turn it, to open it, you turn it like that. And there's what it looks like. Doesn't have a smell to it. And it's supposed to basically do everything. It's a multivitamin eye cream. And let's see, this is a $64 product. And again, it's supposed to do all the things, brighten, deal with puffiness, everything. So I am happy to have this. Yeah. So it's got peptides in it. So brighten, depuffing, lines, all of it. Okay, and I always thought that's really neat. Okay, so for all of those 6 products, I paid $51.93, and that value, retail value, is $204. So I think I did pretty good. Okay, we got a couple of add-ons, so let's take a look at the add-ons. I had to get this. You know, this was not something that was a choice for me. So I had to get it as an add-on. It's by Dew of the Gods. It's the Glow Oasis Vitamin Blend Body Lotion in Pumpkin Sugar Plum. And I will tell you, it smells great. And I'm glad that I got this. Okay. For that, even the inside is colored. Okay, and it has a little protective cap on it. And you have to twist it to get it to work. So there's the product. And it really smells so nice. There it is. I'm going to put some, I didn't get any fragrance in here, so I'm going to just put some on. That smells so nice. And it's especially good to have this time of the year. So I am going to enjoy this product here. I'm trying to put that back on. There, we got it. I don't know if I had it turned off, though. You got to turn it off. Okay, there it is. So that is a $12 add-on, but this is a $36 product. So I am very happy to be able to get this. Okay, so I did decide to try this Dermalect Rapid Repair Radiance Remedy Oil here. And this is a $12 add-on. And this is a $45 product. I like Dermalect products. All but one of them a couple years ago did upset my skin. I did see that some people thought that this smelled like fish. And I don't think that it does. I think that you just need a very, very little amount of it. There's what it looks like there. And I've thought about this. I have combo skin, but I do have some dry patches like right here and sometimes right here. I think it's the peptide that you're smelling, but it feels really, really nice. And let's see if it, I just don't need a lot of oil, but I do think during the winter it's going to be a good thing. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the peptide, because I have the LMS eye cream with the peptides in it that I think that one's fishy every time I've gotten it. And to the point I don't really like. That's the one product from LMS that I don't like. But this is not nearly that way. So I'm going to use that, especially in the winter time, to help with some dry skin. Okay, so we got a couple of others, and I think this is a $35 product. This is the Smashbox Earthy Vibes Always on Mood Board Eyeshadow Palette. And this could have been one of the boost items, yes, Also, there was 2 other Drunk Elephant products and a Murad pore corrector that you could have gotten. So I wanted the Drunk Elephant product. There was the other product I got in the other box too. So, but I did find this intriguing, and let's see what this looks like. So there it is. And again, this is a $35 product. I mean, I wanted to get a Drunk Elephant product because it was up towards over $60. Okay, it does have a mirror, and here's the colors here. So I'm not so sure about the greeny colors. So there's another look at it, but I think it's still pretty. Okay, I don't know if that I'd get much use out of this, but I think I would definitely get use out of this one, and this one, and not as much the bottom row. That green is just too much there. So this is a nice eyeshadow palette, and I'm glad to have that. Okay, let's wipe that off. They have 2 other products in here, and they are both makeup by Mario. And in the last icon box, I didn't get this, and so when I had an opportunity to get this as an add-on, I actually have one more thing past this, a $12 add-on. I went ahead and did it because I just thought this would be a good product for me. And this is a highlighter, and I got the shade Pearl, and also, oh, what's the other shade? Golden. So I had Pearl and Golden. So this is the golden one here. That's what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And then this is the shade Pearl here. Okay. And there's what it looks like. So there's the 2. They're very close, but that's definitely golden, and this is more of a lighter color. So I am happy to have those products. And there's we just use them, just sort of, here and here and a little bit in here as well. So sometimes I like a little bit of a golden look. So right up next to each other, we'll put them right up next to each other. There they are. Okay, so there's the difference between the 2. Okay, and it has a really nice container. So that is this is a $39 product. And the last thing I got is I got this Pro Palette by Ofra, and this is a $99 retail value, and I got this for $18. And so it has, this is lipstick, this is it's like oil control bronzer. These are correcting concealers here, and this is eyeshadow here. So that's going to be, I've already started to play with it, and that's fun. So anyway, I think that's a pretty good box, and I'm happy with it. So that's everything for today. Let me know which products you like the most, and I hope that you enjoyed looking at the products I got. I hope you enjoy your products too. Thank you for stopping by, and have a great day.